All right, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all get the likes up when y'all come in here, man. I appreciate everybody that's tapped in early. I see everybody is joining pretty quick, bro. Big shout outs to the primary usual suspects. Shout out to JoJo, Manta, Kamisha, Crystal, Quickie Sticky, JJ, WTF News. Big shout outs. Love the name. Donette, George. How you doing, Donette? Nice to see you. Pamela, nice to see you, Pamela. Good to see you all the time. Omar, what's up? Omar in the building. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? GMT in the building. Heartbreak Kid in the building. The usual suspects in the building, y'all. Lowe's, assorted. Charlotte, J Tom Reactions. Shout out the moderator in the chat. Shout out J Tom Reactions. Make sure y'all go follow him right the fuck now, man. Right the hell now, bro. So look, man, there's a lot of things going on. Big shout out to Samantha, Tom G, everybody, Devonia in the building. Shout out to Caribbean Island. Shout out everybody watching around the globe, around the world. Everybody that's tapping in from city to city, titty to titty. I appreciate everybody that's in this. Thank you, bruh. Thank you. Forever grateful for everybody that's tapped in here. Hugo, Epic, everybody in this bit. Yes, sir. We in this, man. So look, bro, there's a lot of things going on. Make sure y'all get the merch, bro. Y'all see it. I got to kind of like make sure y'all get the merch, bro. Make sure y'all get the merch, bro. We're in the building, man. We're in the building. We're in the building. They didn't want us in the building, but we're in the building. Make sure y'all get the merch, bro. Make sure y'all go and get the merch, bro. Got my shirt today. I appreciate you, Samantha. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Samantha. That's what I like to hear. Let's go, Samantha. Thank you, Samantha. Oh my God. I haven't even checked the website. I just been telling people to buy the shirt. I don't even check the website. Like they take care of everything for me. If I can make the price cheaper, I would. But I got people over there doing the work for me, man. So gotta pays the peoples, man. I appreciate everybody in here. Thank you, Samantha. Oh my God. Tia Bia in the building. Shout out to Tia Bia. One of the biggest supporters out here. Baby love. T-Rail City. T-Real City. Let me get that Keep It a Legend hoodie, though. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look, bro. I'm going to work on it tonight. I promise you. Shout out to Epic. I'll put the hoodies. You already know I got to get the hoodie straight, bro. I already got to get the hoodie straight. There's a lot of things going on, man. I appreciate everybody coming back. Last time that we were on here, we were talking about the streaming situation that's happening, with everybody. I mean, Twitch and all that, right? When it came to Phase, we talked about Drake and his leaks, and how it could have been staged, how it could have been ripped off by some punks. You know what I mean? It's just funny though, you know, to get finessed by some scammers when you're scamming right now. Because apparently the news story that's out is that the music that we've been hearing, the music videos that we've been seeing, apparently were promised to other people. Other people with, let me tell you, let me remind you, because if you guys don't know Pressa, Pressa is somebody who's from Toronto, has very, very ugly charges. God don't like ugly. And God wouldn't like these charges. Like the charges that Pressa has are so severe. I feel like that's the reason why Drake ripped them off. I feel like that's why Drake ripped them off, and I feel like this is why Drake is trying to distance himself from Pressa. Pressa is somebody who has super, super ugly charges, horrendous, delinquent. I don't know what other words to say. What are other bad words to say besides bad? Any word that, like in the dictionary, that that goes with the word bad, that's Pressa's charges, y'all. Like the accusations, the charges that he's fighting allegedly, whatever the hell. But either way, it's never good to be, in the mix with the shit that they're trying to put him in the pot in. So let look, bro, horrific. Thank you, Tia. Horrific charges. Atrocious charges, horrific charges, deplorable charges, abominable charges. They're bad, bruh. They're bad. The charges aren't good. Egregious charges. Nah, Press's charges are so bad. I'm convinced that Drake finessed them, bro. I'm convinced that Drake finessed him. Now I'm starting to believe that him leaking the Iceman album to these scammers, now I'm starting to believe he could have done that to avoid these features. Remember, people said that he was going to do features with Playboy Cardi and Pressa. Those were the, besides the Yeet track, besides the Central C track, we've heard these leaks have Pressa, allegedly, and Playboy Cardi. Pressa, Toronto native, ugly charges. We'll get into that right now. Cardi was seen on tour with Kendrick Lamar. All of that shit's going on that side with the whole ATL. It would make sense if he were to disrupt this shit that he had going with these two people. One person will make him look bad, and the other person is on the opposition side. That's what I'm thinking. So my whole thing is, hold on, I got something in my. So my whole thing is, why the hell are you choosing to do this now? Why is this so sudden? And why is it because these two people you have some type of issue with? I don't think that Drake is going to tell Pressa that he has an issue with him. But if you're going to court, people are you're fighting for your name. You're fighting for your name because of PDF allegations, correct? But somebody that you rock with, somebody that you co-sign, you know, had gotten arrested. You know, the situation that Pressa got involved with his girlfriend. Let's just say it rhymes with Newman tackling. It rhymes with Newman tackling. What you do the math. You do the math. You do the rhyming. Everybody likes rap. It rhymes with Newman tackling. That's what those are Pressa's alleged charges, bro. It was no, correct me. I'm sorry. I spoke too soon. It was, you know, when a kid likes to go to sleep. What do kids like to do when they go to sleep? What do kids like to do when they go to sleep? When they, kids like to take a what? Kids like to take a nap. You know what I'm saying? Like when they like to go to sleep. Yep. That was the charge. That was the charge. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. That's what it was. Against his girlfriend. Threw her in the closet. He threw her in the closet. I think it was gasoline that he poured all over her. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Allegedly. We gonna keep it alleged. But he had some trifling ass situations. Yes, man. So you are correct. It was his girlfriend. It was his girlfriend that he ended up throwing in the closet. There was all this shit going down. And Drake co-signed him even after the fact. And apparently he was going to be on Iceman. Apparently they were going to do Iceman together. And it looks like, apparently from what Akademiks is saying, he spoke on a conversation that he had in regards to this. Now, from what it seems like Drake is just ripping off anybody that he comes in contact with. But I think he's doing this for a reason, you know? Well, let me see if I can share my screen.
Drake,
it says here,
supposedly does this song, gives it to Pressa.
Hold on.
And I think what happened is that I think Drake never cleared it.
Bro,
and I think a studio.
I gotta refresh this hoe. Y'all make sure y'all get the likes up, y'all. So look, make being a real N great again. I guess, bro. I guess. The nerve of you, Dennis. Drake is a piece of crap. He will lie and snake anybody. He can't be trusted. Now, I'm assuming this is the clip about Pressa, how No Face apparently is a track where it was released last year, over 100 gigs, but that was a music video that Pressa and Drake were supposed to have together. Now, why would Drake release a song with a music video that belongs to another song? Why would Drake drop a song for a whole other situation, put the music video for that, when that music video belongs to something else involving Pressa, unless he doesn't want Pressa involved in it? Well, why doesn't he want Pressa involved in it? Well, maybe because he fucking kidnapped his girlfriend, and that's why he doesn't want to have anything to do with it. If I'm going to court because people are calling me a PDF, right? If I'm Drake and I already have to fight defamation claims because people already think that I'm a PDF, why would I put somebody with kidnapping accusations on my album? Now, it would make sense if this song was supposed to be Pressa and Drake together. But if he starts to feel uncomfortable with Pressa's past, maybe he used the music video for No Face instead of Iceman with Pressa. That's what I'm saying. That's what I think it is. I think that he could have staged this situation to avoid the public scrutiny of doing a song with Pressa while facing these accusations. Because how is it going to look like in court when they already bringing up Baca? Remember, they're already bringing up Baca. How is it going to look like in court when you do a song with a guy with kidnapping accusations? And it's bad, bro. Like I'm telling you, atrocious, egregious. Throwing a woman in a closet, pouring gasoline all over her body, doing the absolute most, the absolute worst. But that's what this video is about.
Is it? And Drake, you up for this. And this is how you should know Drake didn't send me the song, because why the hell would I say this if Drake sent me the song? So, chat, check this out. Real talk. So, Drake supposedly does this song, gives it to Pressa. And I think what happened is that I think Drake never cleared it. And I think a studio or engineer had it. I'm telling you how the song really came out.
But why didn't they clear it? If Pressa and Drake are buddy-buddy, they're both from Toronto, why didn't he ever clear the song for Pressa? I mean, it's ass. I mean, we could just put it on a music standpoint, but is Drake even going to tell him that? But you got to think about how he would look at it from this point on. He's already scrambling about the album. He's already confused about the album. At this point, like what? He's thinking of everything, not just that.
I don't know why Drake used the instrumental though on Iceman, whatever episode. Maybe he re-recorded this, but the reason why we're probably getting this song, and that's why I have it, is because maybe Drake changed the song, so maybe he has a different version of it. But clearly, there was a version that existed 11 months ago, and supposedly it was promised to Pressa, but he never cleared it. And this is the funny ever.
And remember, the other thing too that you have to remember, Pressa and Top 5 are beefing. Top 5, you already know that's Drake's shooter. This is probably, I don't know if he's leaning towards Top 5 side, but this could also be another thing. We'll keep it alleged, but always keep that in mind too.
Yo, Drake, if this, I know you want to DM me. Tell me if it's true. Yo, the story I heard, Drake, yo, you see this No Face video? That was supposed to be the video for this song. Drake even hit Pressa like, yo, I'm shooting the video. I swear. Yo, I'm shooting the video for the song we got. Pressa's hype like, yo, bet, lit. All of a sudden, and look at the time, look at 10 months. Yo, Pressa looks up. Drake drops, because this is all I heard. Because, by the way, I heard it back then. I'm going to just keep it a beat. Because Pressa had told me he had a song with Drake 12 months ago. And he was like, yo, Drake did the video. I'm like, word? Oh, y'all about to be lit. Because, you know, I'm always rooting for the guys in the city. I'm like, y'all about to be lit. Yo, he's like, yeah, yo, Drizzy just did the video. I said, word? Where? It's like, yeah.
And that's when they take a picture with all the goons. That's when they're taking the pictures with all the scheme bass, with all the guys that he's never met. Apparently, might have been people that Pressa knew. I don't know who they gathered for this music video, but y'all remember, y'all saw, I think Chubbs was in the back wearing a ski mask. I don't think he was really going to crash none, but he was wearing a ski mask.
Oh, yo, he's in the mall. He did the video for the song. Yo, Drake, you for this. Drake dropped the No Face video with this. So the video that supposedly Pressa thought was gonna be this song's video, because that's why they all mobbed up. This was no face.
Snaked them. Fucking got him. Hook, line, and sinker. I wouldn't doubt anything that he told Pressa, call your homeboys for this music video so I could look tough. And then when the music video comes out, I'm going to put it out when I want to. I use the fuck out of you. I use the fuck out of Atlanta. And I'll use the fuck out of Toronto. I don't give a fuck about who the fuck I use. Bro, do you see this type of activity, bro? And it's like, bro, this guy is from his home turf. Like, Pressa is his homeboy, right? Like, this is Toronto, right? Don't tell me you're going to do your boy bad like that. And then what's funnier is that he does it for no face, and Cardi doesn't clear this shit. So now Drake uses the video for No Face instead of a song that he has for Pressa. And in turn, instant karma, because when No Face came out, Cardi didn't clear the song. And he had to put it out without the Cardi chorus. Now, I think that could have been the karma for snaking Pressa. At the end of the day, this is him snaking an individual. Pressa, to me, is a piece of shit. But I think that was instant karma, instant gratification for what you did to Pressa by moving it and switching it to Cardi.
Anyway, being honest with y'all. That's why I think the song got leaked, to be told. So I think the song was supposedly promised to Pressa. Drake, either, obviously he's been doing his own thing, whatever. Like, he didn't clear the song. They thought the song was going to come out because they thought he was going to do a video, but, he was doing 100 gigs. He drops the supposed video with no face. This song never got cleared. And I guess, I don't know what happened. From what I'm hearing, engineers or whatever gave it to some little Instagram pump fun kids. And once I heard they got it, I made sure I bullied the scene.
I bullied the whole scene.
I bullied the whole scene and got the song.
Wait, who'd they give it to?
Engineers or whatever gave it to some little Instagram pump fun kids. And once I heard they got it, I made sure I bullied the scene.
I bullied the whole scene.
I bullied the whole scene and got the song. Real talk. I had to bully the whole scene and get it. So that's how I got it. So just for anybody who's thinking like, oh, nah, this is a play and Drake gave it the song. No, he's finding out with y'all. But supposedly this no face video was supposed to be this. Pressa was under the impression that Drake was shooting a part of the video for that song, but
I think it's called, like, I don't know what the fuck it's called. Like, it's 2 words, like treasure or some shit, like national treasure, some shit. Like, I don't know. I could be getting it wrong, but that's a song that people were hearing on the fucking leaks. That's the thing that's led up to this point. And look, bro, you just ripped off your homeboy, bro. You ripped off your homeboy. You used his homeboys to put him in the music video so you could look like the tough guy. So you could be in the middle. Kind of like, I don't know, y'all seen Blood In, Blood Out. When like the guy, what was this guy? Oh man, I forgot the guy's name, but he always wants to take a picture in the middle, bro. He wants to take a picture in the middle. He gets all these guys, and he takes a picture in the middle to look like the big macho man, the big tough guy. But we all know, bro, that these guys ain't your boys. Now we know those guys weren't your boys. Maybe Chubb's in the front to make it look real, maybe, but we know, bro. You used Pressa for his homeboys. You used Pressa, and then you just threw him to the dirt. You threw him to the OVO sweatshop and told him to get back to work. If I need your homeboys, bro, I'll call you later. If I need your homeboys, bro, I'll call you later so you can come through. Until then, just shut the fuck up and sit back and make sure you don't catch another kidnapping accusation, bro.
The song never came out. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, truth be told, this is why I was saying universally take it out. I don't think the song coming out. I'm going to keep it being. That's why I keep saying it's a starter. I don't think it's coming out. Because Drake don't like putting out songs that's leaked. And if he wanted to put it out, he would have. Or if he's putting it out, Pressa's not on it. Honestly, there's no need to be like weird and fake and phony. Like the song I have, look, this is Pressa right here. So supposedly it was Pressa's song. Like it was like a gift to Pressa type shit. Like how he gave song to Smiley.
I think he's listening to the song right now. He's listening to the song. I think.
And by the way, I didn't get it from Pressa either, Drake. I asked Pressa, should I play it? Because I got the song, don't worry, because I bullied.
I bullied the whole scene.
I bullied the whole scene to get it. I asked Pressa, should I play it on my stream? And the reason why I asked him is that I know how Drake is. If a song is leaked, he don't want to put it out. Like there was a song with Roddy Ricch that got leaked that he never wanted to put out just because it was leaked. So I asked him, I'm like, you sure you want me to play it?
So by that knowledge, if things get leaked and Drake doesn't like to put out music that gets leaked, how does that look for the rest of Iceman? Do y'all think that he's going to pull back Iceman? I've been saying for the longest time, bro, I don't think Iceman exists. I've been saying that forever, bro. And now look, bro, look at where we're at. Now it's a conversation about if shit get leaks, he don't want to release it. He didn't want to release a song he had with Roddy Ricch. Now he might not want to do the same. He might want to do the same thing for this album since it got leaked. He might not want people to listen to it. He might not want it to go on streaming platforms because of this alleged mishap.
And Pressa told me, run that. So I think Pressa I think he knows the same thing I know about Drake. Like, if this is leaked, Drake can put it out. So I'm gonna keep it a being with you for all the Drake fans. I don't think it's coming out.
Yeah, this got to be slimy. Maybe this is why people hate Drake. Because imagine you're Pressa. Your music career. Now, Pressa's not struggling by any means. The guy's got paper.
But he got charges too, alleged accusations, bro. And I think that has to do with something else. I think in the back of Drake's mind, because why don't we have a song with Drake in top 5? Am I missing something? I think he does have a song with Pressa, but moving forward, like into everything, Pressa has some crazy accusations. He was fucking dousing fucking gasoline on his girlfriend, bro. Like allegedly, we'll keep it alleged. But what the fuck are we talking about, man? Like, what the fuck are we really talking about? Not only that, but he's beefing with your homeboy top 5, your fucking shooter or whatever the fuck. So what are we doing now, bro? He's beefing with your shooter. He has these crazy accusations, but you want his homeboys in your music video. You want him to shoot a music video with you so you could use for something else that doesn't include him. And then whatever you use it for was with Cardi, and then Cardi don't even fuck with you because he didn't even clear whatever the fuck you put it on. Remember, No Face Cardi was on it, and he said no. Hitta J3 said that. Shout out Hitta J3, man.
He's got money. That's taken care of for sure. But he wants to be lit. He wants to be a pop rapper. The guy makes music. And his career it's in the gutter right now. People aren't really paying attention to him like that. Definitely not Americans. And he hasn't even really been dropping that consistently either. So imagine you're Pressa. You're like, yo, I'm about to have a Drake song. I've known Drake for 10 years. He's finally decided to bless me.
10 years is crazy, bro, but we'll pull it up, man. Well, I'm telling you, bro, I think it's more to it than that. I think it's more internal situations that we might not know about. Hold on, Pressa. Hold on, I want to see one more time. What did Akademiks say about Pressa when he said that he wanted to play it out?
Yeah, truth be told, that's why I was saying universally take it out. I don't think the song coming out. I'm gonna keep it a beat. That's why I keep saying it's a starter.
He doesn't think the song's going to come out.
There's no need to be like weird and fake and phony. Like the song I have.
So if he doesn't think the song with Pressa is going to come out, and that song is supposed to be on Iceman, then clearly what Akademiks is trying to imply is that Iceman is either going to get shelved, scrapped, or no longer published for the people to listen to on platforms such as Spotify and Apple Music or whatever you get your music from. That is coming from this guy, bro. That is crazy, bro. I'm telling you, this is just, I don't think people are really listening into the little sentences that Akademiks is saying, like reading between the lines and shit. Because after he says this, he says when Roddy Ricch dropped his and Drake dropped his shit, when their shit got leaked, Drake didn't want that out at all. Well, if his whole album gets leaked, he ain't gonna want that shit out at all. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Oh, this is Pressa right. Drake. I asked Pressa, should I play it? Because I got the song. Don't worry, because I bullied.
I bullied the whole scene.
I bullied the whole scene to get it. I asked Pressa, should I play it on my stream? And the reason why I asked him is that I know how Drake is. If a song is leaked, he don't want to put it out.
I'm telling you, bro. So the album is scrapped, allegedly. We're gonna keep it alleged. But I'm saying, bro, Iceman ain't gonna exist until that shit actually gets on DSPs. Until then, that shit's a fucking myth, bro. Don't ever tell. What did I miss? Everything. The album got scrapped. You heard it from Akademiks himself. Akademiks himself, bro. You heard it from him right now, bro. Look, bro. I just got to be real with y'all, man. I never believed this album was real. I always thought that this shit was a concept album. It was a thought in his head. He has a shitload of music. Who knows if this was music that he pre-recorded last year, the year before, and just started to put up and compile just to try to make like a scheme of it. Who knows, man? Who knows? I could tell you for sure it's not going to be like Good Kid, Mad City, where you're going to hear an intro, an outro, a bridge that's going to bring you into the next, an outro to another song that's going to lead and connect to the other track that's going to bring you to the next track. I don't think it's going to connect like a full entire length album. I think it's just a whole bunch of random hits, random songs that he's recorded. You could start anywhere and it's not going to matter. You know, like Good Kid, Mad City, you kind of have to start at the beginning and get to the end. This is a type of album that's not like that, bro. I think it was going to be more so like, you know, kind of like Triple Songs for You. We got Drake singing in Spanish, and then we got him rapping, and then we got him crying, and then we got him, you know, doing all this other shit, like in all these different tracks. It's never like a consistent like plot. You know what I mean? It's never that consistent to where you're getting like a full-fledged fucking like album where you have to play it no skips to understand the message. You feel what I'm saying? It's never something like that. It's always just I could start at track 8 and then I could play track 1 and then I could go back to track 3. That's how it's always been for his albums, at least from my experience, from what I've witnessed myself, right? So with that being said, bro, I don't think that it was an album that had a structure of being like an album where you had an intro, interlude, you know, like it wasn't like built to listen to from track 1 to 10 or track 1 to 20. You see what I'm saying? It was just an album that I felt like had a lot of throwaways, had a lot of pre-recorded tracks, and he put them all together and tried to think of a concept with this album. And he's just had it in the tuck. He's probably had it in a file and a hard drive, saved in one place, all these songs that he's probably picked. And he probably just tried to, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like it is like going on in my mind. I don't know why. I'm just spitballing here. But that's why I feel like Akademiks is trying to tell people so comfortably, if the Pressa song was supposed to be on Iceman, I don't think it's going to come out. Well, shit, I guess like the rest of the album's not going to come out, because when we just went live yesterday, he was pissed about that shit being revealed. Again, is it staged? I'm not sure. A lot of people weren't really fucking with the tracks. The only thing that really went viral was the fact that his album leaked. Nobody really talked about the songs. The only thing that people had talked about when it came to the songs was DeMar DeRozan, somebody from Compton. So that you brought up wasn't the right guy to bring up from Compton, but you still brought somebody up from Compton. Inevitably, I really believe that that was the only thing that you went viral for. That's the only thing that went viral, amongst other things that you did, whatever. As far as the music goes, that's the only thing that actually gained any type of traction. And again, it's back to the beef. DeMar DeRozan was on Not Like Us. So again, when they say, is Kendrick dragging it or is Drake dragging it? You tell me.
Like, there was a song with Roddy Ricch that got leaked that he never wanted to put out just because it was leaked. So I asked him, I'm like, you sure you want me to play it? And Pressa told me, run that. So I think Pressa I think he knows the same thing I know about Drake. Like, if this is leaked, Drake can't put it out. So I'm gonna keep it a being with you for all the Drake fans. I don't think it's coming out.
Yeah, this is.
So that's tough. If it's not gonna come out, then shit, man. I don't know what's gonna happen to Iceman at this point. It might not look good at all, bro. It might not look good at all. If you're doing this, bro, postponing things are getting leaked. People don't know. That's the crazy part. Nobody could even trust that Drake just got ripped off. And I'm not trying to speak up for Drake. I'm just saying you have to be so fucked up for people not to believe that you're doing something wrong, or that you're doing something, or that you're innocent in the situation, right? People automatically just assume like, bro, you're doing something because you've already been caught doing so much scandalous shit. It's hard just to think that you have nothing to do with it, because you've already been caught so many times doing foul shit. That's the funny part to me, was that nobody couldn't even believe that he got scammed, because they would already assume that he had something to do with it because he's already played this role where he's already been caught doing shit in the past. So okay, and I wanted to bring this up obviously because we're talking about Pressa. Let's just go over the allegations. And remember, Top 5's situation was cleared because of Drake. Top 5 situation was cleared because of Drake. There was an unaliving that Top 5 was responsible for. And the person that paid for his lawyer fees was Drake. Another person in Drake's corner that Top 5 is beefing with is Pressa. That's somebody else that Drake is cool with. Pressa free to rap after being cleared of kidnapping charges. Now, the reason why he was cleared, I'm assuming for the same reason Top 5 was cleared, because of Drake. That is why. Rap star Pressa entertained fans for Raptors ambassador Drake's world tour. While the young prodigy faced shocking criminal allegations, he pistol whipped a teen, assaulting a teenager, hostage in a brutal incident in 2016. Pressa, whose real name, hold on, let me pause it because I don't know what this is. Pressa's, whose real name is Quentin Gardiner, was free on bail for 18 months before he was cleared of kidnapping charges in December 2017. Drake, who was celebrating great success of the Raptors lately, had absolutely nothing to do with the heinous crime. Court has heard the 2 teenage victims linked to the gang Queen Drive Crips were forced to play Russian roulette and perform X acts by rival members of Young Buck Illas. The victim, so they were making these guys do weird shit. That is strange. So they kidnapped dudes and they were making them kiss each other, basically, is what they were doing. That's what Pressa, his fucking gang, is about. They're about kidnapping guys and making them kiss. And then he links up with Drake, and then all of a sudden these charges are cleared. Similar to Top 5. When Top 5 came out, the person that was paying Top 5's lawyer fees was Drake. I wonder how these charges got cleared. I wonder why. We'll keep it alleged, bro. But at the same time, Drake's in court right now. Drake's doing his shit right now. What makes you think that he wants to have any association with Pressa? It's bad enough that they're bringing up Baca. You're going to make the courts bring up Pressa and his heinous crimes? Like, let's just be real. And I feel like this is the reason why he keeps dragging the situation, why he keeps postponing Pressa, why he keeps telling him to raise up, back up. I want nothing to do with you, but without trying to say it. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying, bro. Why even associate somebody? Why even associate yourself with somebody that has a crazy accusation like that? In the real world, you wouldn't even want to be around this person because you already know, bro, that shit is fucking weird. Why are you even in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you kidnapping people? You know what I'm saying? And why is Baca doing the shit that he was accused of, bro? Let's just be real. In the real world, you would never hang out with people with those type of accusations. But Drake is out here because he's a rapper. I guess because he's a rapper, people just overlook shit like that. People just see the money and they see the fame and they see like, oh, well, he cleared the charges. Well, it's like, well, yeah, but remember his friend's Drake, bro. So like what? Like, it's bad enough that the fucking article has to tell you, hey, Drake's cool with this guy. Drake had nothing to do with it, but he's cool with this guy. This guy has crazy charges. Like, why would they word it like that? Because at the same time, they're just trying to tell you, like, hey, in a way, this is Drake's protege, but let me just bring up his criminal history. Well, why does that matter? Because it's fucking heinous, bro. The charges are fucking disgusting. He was kidnapping teenage. Never mind. Let me chill. I'm on YouTube. But I believe that Akademiks is aware, at least, of the fact of how Drake acts when shit gets leaked. I think he can't give us a real reason why he did the music video for Cardi instead of Pressa, why he did it for No Face instead of for the song that he has with Pressa. But for sure, I could tell you that if he were to know something about how he feels about leaked music because of his dealings with him in the past, then for sure we're probably never going to get Iceman. If he had a problem with a song getting leaked, then how is it going to be with the album? Now, I do remember when 100 gigs had came out. And when people were listening to 100 gigs, the argument was that the label is going to put it out because they don't want to lose money. I'm not sure how the 100 gig situation happened, but from my understanding, how it ended was that UMG ended up putting the music out themselves because the songs got leaked by Drake himself. I think it's different when these two scammers release the music, because now it's not coming from Drake directly. There's a little bit of a difference. There's a little bit of a leeway because Drake can't be held accountable for that situation. And I think he probably faced repercussions for that the first time. And I feel like if he were to plan this allegedly, I feel like he would get scammers to do it so that way it could seem like he had nothing to do with it. But we're going to keep it alleged, bro. No, for sure, Nikki. For sure, they're not gonna make back the money that they hope they would. I mean, if they sell 100K, they'll be lucky to even do that. They barely were able to sell 100K with the Party Next Door album. I think it was like 125 or some shit like that. Around there, I think it was 125, 175. I forgot. It was like 100K. For sure, it hit the 100K mark. But shit, man. I mean, that's not even that good, bro. To be honest with you, for Drake, no, not the way that people hype him up out here. And I think right here too. Let's see if I could find it. Some of the people are already talking, man, in their community that they have. You know, this is one of the tweets that's there. Akademiks did some digging, got the HQ leak. Turns out this song was made last year and was actually supposed to be the song that goes with the current No Face music video. Regardless, the Drake we need on Iceman. So they're already coping out here. They think that they got something. They think that the leaks are something good. Look, bro, I think they're in denial. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I really do believe, man, that he's gonna scrap this album. I'll keep it alleged, bro. I don't like to tell y'all something that I don't know is true or not, but I feel like he gonna scrap this shit just off the fucking thought of everything that's happened up until this point.
And this is how you should know. 11 months. Here's the tea. And Drake, you fucked up for this. And this is how you should know Drake didn't send me the song, because why the hell would I say this if Drake sent me the song? So, Chad, check this out. Real talk. So, Drake fucking supposedly does this song, gives it to Pressa. And I think what happened is that I think Drake never cleared it. And I think a studio or engineer had it. I'm telling you how the song really came out. I don't know why Drake used the instrumental though on Iceman, whatever.
What I don't understand, bro. I don't know why Akademiks is doing this, bro. I don't know why. They say that Akademiks is kind of like turning on Drake. I don't know if that's the proper wording, but they say that Akademiks is kind of like doing these things to like kind of show that he doesn't really have any loyalty to Drake. You know, when it comes to stuff like this, bro, him saying shit like that, I think the key part that people are clinging onto, what Drake fans are clinging onto, is that, oh, this is a Pressa song, this is a Drake song, this is a leak, this came from this and that. No, bro, what the important part is that what he said about the leaks, when something leaks, he doesn't want it published anymore. In a way, Akademiks is trying to say through this Pressa story, that album Iceman isn't coming out. That's the important part of this story. If it's a leaked project, Drake doesn't want it anywhere. He will pull it out. Man, bro, I've been telling y'all, bro, hopefully it's not the case, because people have been talking about this Iceman album, if they were going to react to it or not. I've already said I don't really even fuck with it. I don't really give a fuck. But for it to even be possible that this shit isn't going to come out at all, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, bro, I caught that shit straight up. That shit ain't coming out, bro. Press is a fucking kidnapper, allegedly, an accused kidnapper, fucking gambling groomer. Fucking Drake, fucking Professor Sky's funny, bro. But yeah, but nah, bro. I just wanted to touch on this real quick because I saw this was a trending story, man, and I was just laughing because I was like, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way this guy was able to try to get away with that shit. You tried to finesse Pressa, try to get his goons in the video, bro. Those aren't your fucking goons, bro. Those aren't OVOs. They weren't OVOs, bro. They were Pressa goons. They were Renegoons. They were Rent-A-Goons. They were Rent-A-Goons. They were Rent-A-Goons, bro. They weren't even real. It's all a facade. He didn't even know the people in the video. That's the crazy. Okay, it's starting to hit me now, bro. Renegoons, bro. Rent-A-Goon, bro. Like, bro, he didn't even know the people in the video. He didn't even put it on his fucking main channel. He put it on the fucking the second channel. By the way, tap into my second channel. I just posted on there. But Drake did what I did today. He posted it on his second channel. Look. No face. Let's see. We'll just play this one for the Fs. Make sure y'all get the likes up, man. Look at all this, man. Look at all this. Rent-A-Goons. Rent-A-Goon. Hey, Pressa. Hey, bro, can I borrow your homeboys for like 20 minutes? Can I borrow them for like 28 hours, bro? The only real person that he knows is wearing the white hoodie. Everybody else that he don't know is wearing a black hoodie. The only person that he actually knows is wearing a white hoodie. Now it's clear. Now I'm starting to see that he had to get Chubbs in the white hoodie to make him stand out, but also remember, hey, that guy over there, that's the only one I know that I really fuck with. I don't know anybody else. Make sure he stands out. Look. The only guy that he knows in this music video is the guy wearing a different color hoodie. It ain't that ironic? Coincidence? I don't know what the fucking word to use, but ain't that shit funny? Ain't that shit funny? Bro, the only guy in this music video, all of these guys are Renegoons. These are not even people that he knows. They're Pressa's friends. The only person that he actually knows in this video is Chubbs, and he's wearing a different color hoodie. Maybe that's the reason why he's wearing the white hoodie, a different color hoodie between everybody else. Everybody's wearing black except Chubbs. Look, everybody's wearing black except Chubbs. Only my friend gets to wear a white hoodie. All the Pressa's friends, all the workers, all the employees, y'all wear y'all OVO uniform. These are the OVO sweatshop employees. These are the OVO sweatshop employees, bro. Look at that. Bro, I didn't even think about going to the music video until now. Look at that shit, bruh. Look at that shit. That is mind-blowing to me because I didn't even think of that. I don't even think Pressa thought of that. Maybe he did when he was there, right? I can't speak for him. But you go there to the music video with your homeboys. Everybody's wearing black because that's y'all's uniform. They all got the owl on their chest. They're all rocking OVO. They're all employees. They're all Renegoons. And the only one that doesn't have to wear the uniform is his friend because he's the only guy that he knows there. Clap it up for the OVO Employee of the Month, y'all. Shout out to Chubbs for being the OVO Employee of the Month. That's the assistant manager. You know, when you go to McDonald's and you see everybody wear the collar shirts, and then you see like the person in the front with the fucking bow tie. Yeah. That's Chubbs, bruh. That's Chubbs with the white hoodie, bruh. He got the special treatment in that bitch. He got the special treatment in that bitch. He think he big shit because he got a fucking bow tie on when we're all working at McDonald's. Just put the fries in the bag, bro. He told everybody put the fries in the bag, bro. He told everybody who's wearing a fucking OVO shirt, all y'all are Pressa's homeboys. Y'all are my security for the day. Y'all are my renegoons. I'm going to use y'all for the music video. Make sure that y'all wear that fucking owl on your chest, bitch. Yeah, all y'all are in the OVO sweatshop now, ho. That's how he was talking to him, bro. That's how he was talking to him, bro. I swear to God, bro. I swear, if he could though, bro. I'm just being real. Look at that, bro. Like, that is crazy. If words could paint, if pictures could paint 1,000 words. That's what I'm saying, bro. That is fucking crazy, bro. And I didn't even think to look at this music video. But this is crazy. He makes them wear all the owls. Look at this, man. That is embarrassing. And they didn't even know what he was going to do. They didn't even know that he was going to play them. I bet they thought, as long as we come out in the music video, shit, it don't matter. They would have done it for free, bro. And that's how the system manipulates the people, man. I don't know how much he paid him, honestly. I'm just talking shit at that point. But I'm going to be real. This is like what? Get the fuck out of here with your little fucking gloves and your little fucking ring, bro. I don't want to hear none of that shit, man. I want to hear none of that shit. That's Pressa's OG right there. That's fucking Pressa's cousin. That's the fucking, that they don't even know that guy. He was just there outside and they just picked him up. Oh my God, I'm cringing right now. Look, everybody, bro, every frame, the only person that is not rocking OVO merchandise is Chubbs. Everybody else is an employee. They got to do what they got to do. They got to listen to the boss. They're bots, bro. They're bots. BOUGHT and then BOT at the same time. They're bots. They got bot. They're bots that were bot. That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, bro, let me hold the flag. That's what they said. Let me hold the flag, bro. Hey, let me get on the four-wheeler, bro. We got 5 grown men on the four-wheeler right here. They were just sucking up all the clout for this music video. Not even knowing that they were going to get ripped off. Not even knowing that they were going to be in a music video without their homeboy. I don't even see Pressa here. Can anybody tell me where Pressa is at? Where the hell is Pressa at? I don't see Pressa in the music video. Did they cut out all the parts with Pressa in it? Was he wearing a white hoodie or was Pressa wearing a black hoodie like his homeboys? Where does he stand in the relationship with Drake? Is Pressa wearing a white hoodie to exclude himself from the workers, or is he going to have to wear one because he's just another employee? Y'all tell me, bruh. Because right now I feel like he cut off all the clips of Pressa coming out here, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out everybody in this bitch. Y'all make sure y'all get the likes up, bruh. Big shout out to Taya for the $10 donation. Yes, Taya. Everybody, can I get an end shout out? Yes, everybody who donates to the channel will get a shout out in the next video coming out on the main channel. Big shout out to Jay Skrilla for the $100 donation. W Skrilla in this bitch. W Skrilla in this bitch, man. W Taya, W Skrilla in this hoe, man. W Skrilla in this bitch, man. Hey, Skrilla, I fucks with you, dog. Hey, Skrilla. W Skrilla. Nobody disrespect my homeboy ever in life. Ever in life. Shout out to Alex for the $20 donation. Shout out to Westside Nate Simmons for the $10 donation. Shout out to Westside. Let's go, bitch. Let's go, man. Let's go. Shout out to Westside, man. Shout out to Westside. But most importantly, bruh, big shout outs to my boy, man. Big shout outs to Jay Skrilla, man. Shout out to Rosalba, my bad, for the $5 donation as well, man. Make sure y'all put W's in the fucking chat, bro. WJ Skrilla in this bitch. Jay, where you at, man? Make sure y'all get the likes up in this bitch, man. Make sure y'all get the likes up in this motherfucker, man. My bad, y'all. I wasn't looking at my phone. Let's go, bruh. Big shout outs to everybody. Like I said, anybody who donates to the live, when I do a video on the main channel, we're going to, credits to everybody who's donated to this live. Y'all get the shout outs and all that shit, man. Big W's, 5 big booms. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get this shit up, man. Y'all get the likes up when y'all come in here, bro. Look, bro, I'm going to be real with y'all. I don't think that Drake has enough people to fucking have around that I don't even think he got 15 friends. I think there was a conversation about that. I think there was a conversation that somebody had said about that previously. I don't even think that Drake has 15 solid friends. I don't even think he has 10 solid friends. Like, who are his friends growing up? Who are his childhood friends? And that was something that everybody was saying here. I think it was Glasses Malone. I think I saw Glasses Malone say that who are his childhood friends compared to the people that are in the music video. Now it's starting to make a lot of sense. Now I'm starting to see that this situation was just all concocted. It was all planned to make him look like a tough guy by getting Renegoons, bro. That's what it is, bro. That's exactly what happened. That and it trips me out because obviously he didn't grow up with these guys. We know he didn't grow up with these guys. We know this is not how he came up, but yet he somehow finds ways to bring 20 dudes in a fucking video, but they just so happen to be Renegoons, bro. Oh my God, bro. So fuck this guy. I fucking hate the fact that this guy comes out and just uses people, uses his own people. All these guys at the OVO sweatshop need another job. If you ask me, bro, I'd rather be I Love McConan. I'd rather be a chef, get in my own bag than being stuck at the OVO sweatshop where I have to wear a sweater with a big fucking owl on it, where people don't give a fuck about me, where I'm constantly being used and people think that I could just be thrown away like the fucking trash that I am. Bro, he doesn't even consider these people friends or family, obviously, right? But that's the fucked up part of me, because when I see Kendrick Lamar and when he did Squabble Up, he got Smack on there. Smack, somebody from Back on Fig, shout out to Back on Fig. And then we know that he fucks with Smack because at the end, when he went to go see him at the concert, he shuts him out on stage. It's not like these are just things that he does just to do them. He only fucks with people that he genuinely fucks with, bruh. And I feel like when you just use people, grab them, use them just for their connections, there is no solidarity. You are just using them to get to the next phase. You don't give a fuck about where they go after the fact. You probably never cared about Pressa and how he felt about you using the music video. But at the same time, you surround yourself with yes men. So Pressa would most likely be like, yeah, fuck it, bro. I don't even care. Yeah, I don't even care. Like, as long as I'm with Drake, I don't give a fuck. And that's what I hate, bro. I hate yes men. I can't believe Pressa is just sitting back, allowing this shit to happen. I mean, rightfully so, right? Drake probably cleared his kidnapping charges where he was making fucking guys kiss. Let's just be real. Pressa was making guys kiss on camera, bro. Pressa was making, he kidnapped. I don't want to say it, but you read the article. You read the article. You saw what it said. You saw what it said. They said he kidnapped what? They said he what? Look. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. And he what? Made him play Russian roulette and perform XX. Bro, that's the guy that Drake is associating with himself with. These guys all around. Possibly one of them, will keep it alleged, was with Pressa the day that he made two teenagers kiss, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, Drake surrounded himself with fucking creeps. The Predator moves in flocks. All of these guys were keep it alleged, were probably with Pressa around that time he made those two teenagers kiss. When he kidnapped them and made them kiss. All of these guys, you could take your pick, bro. Who was there? Was this guy there? Was this guy the one holding the guy down, trying to make a dude kiss another dude? Was this the guy that kidnapped the other teenager? Was this guy there? Was this guy holding the fucking lighter fluid when he was pouring it on his girlfriend? Y'all tell me, bro. That's the thing that's fucked up about Drake. You're surrounding yourself with fucking predators and creeps that are willing to make teenagers kiss over like a fucking like gang violence, stupid bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Canadian Crips, you must be joking. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I can't make this shit up. I don't even know how, bro. I don't even want to talk about Crips and shit like that. But Canadian Crips is crazy. 2 C's in this bitch. Oh my God. 2 C's in this bitch. Oh my God. Nah, for real, bro. You're not lying. So who are these guys, bro? Why would you even want to be associated with guys that would do shit like that? Big shout out to Nikki with 2 C's for the $10 donation. W Nikki in the chat, y'all. W Nikki in the chat, y'all. W Nate Simmons in the chat, y'all. Y'all get the fucking likes up, man. Hey, bro. Let's go to the next topic, bro, because we already burned an hour on this shit. So the next topic, real quick, so we could just segue to the next one, because we already know, bro, how the situation goes. There was already a recent video where he dissed Kendrick Lamar. It was over this fucking commercial or whatever the fuck it was, over this this new documentary that he has going for himself. And one thing that he was quoted to say about Future was, I was just like, how high is this guy? This guy has to be high as fuck in regards to Future and his music. Now, I feel like this is a diss to Atlanta, because the person, if you hear this story, and I think they have the clip right here. Hold on. They were just on some Next Planet. Esco was telling me stories about how he broke Future's music in Magic City. They talk about the story
Future
here.
in some bum ass studio in Toronto. I was just like, how high is this guy? Like, this guy has to be high as fuck. They were just on some Next Planet. Esco was telling me just stories about how he broke Future's music in Magic City.
Future pulled up to Magic City on a Monday, and I immediately start playing his records. They'll be on the microphone like, new Future is Atlanta, new artist, the hottest. This is the hottest artist in Atlanta, Future.
He would sit there and be like, no, you gotta hear this one. Tony Montana. I was like, you keep saying the same shit over and over again.
Banger, by the way. Tony Montana, about to cut the bricks. Tony Montana. That shit was a banger, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. When that shit was playing, bro, that shit was hitting, bro. Only just because I was like, you know, to set the tone, I was with the homeboys and we'd be chilling outside, bro, on the block. Nothing to do, bro. None of us got a job and shit. It's like, this is like back in like what, when we're all teenagers and shit. Some of the older homies, bums. I mean, sorry, bro. But yeah, bro, they just never left the hood or nothing, bro. Just outside, bro, just slanging shit all day. Tony Montana, I'm just saying.
And I told him, I was like, don't play that shit in here no more.
I called Future, I said,
Nigga, they about to fire me.
I said, don't stop playing that motherfucking music. You keep Future going.
And next thing you know, everywhere I go, I'll keep hearing this.
About to cut the bricks. I'm telling you, bro, that is hitting. And there's a clip where Drake says, let me see. See, is it this one? Yeah, right here.
Future, I said,
Nigga, they about to fire me.
I said, don't stop playing that motherfucking music. You keep Future going.
So she says, you make sure that they play Future in this club. Drake was saying that he didn't understand. And this is the thing that I wanted to point out. When he says it in this remark, like, if he was confused, he didn't like the music because he didn't understand it. But he has like a salty face, like, y'all are gonna play this shit instead of my shit. It almost felt like he was taking pride that his music was being played at this top-notch strip club. And now there's this guy named Future who's just coming out of nowhere. And it feels like he's mad that he's repeating the same words over and over again. And she is saying, you keep playing Future. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. It felt like the DJ was getting criticized for playing it. Drake was criticizing the DJ and others for playing it because of how it sounded, because it was repetitive, because it was Future saying Tony Montana repeatedly. But the one thing that you have to understand is that this is an Atlanta-based artist. This is what you're circulating. This is what you're surrounding yourself with. You are surrounding yourself with Atlanta-based artists. So when an Atlanta-based artist comes out on the scene and starts getting support from an Atlanta-based strip club, why all of a sudden do you look confused? You should be able to listen to the song and be like, well, this fits the atmosphere. This is like the next thing that's up. But you could tell there's a little bit of slight jealousy from Drake in this fucking fucking video right here, because you could just tell, bro, that he didn't understand Future. A lot of people didn't understand Future. But the difference is that he surrounds himself with Future, and they end up doing a whole album together. That's the funny part when you think back to Not Like Us. You ran to Atlanta when you need a check balance, so you might not have understood Future when he first came out, but what you did understand was that he could make you money. So even if you didn't even know what he was about, you didn't even probably fuck with his music, somewhere down the line, you ended up fucking with him anyways because you realized that he's a cash cow. You got, oh my God, shout out to Mean Gene. You got with Future when you didn't see the club. Oh my God, that's exactly what I was saying, bro. I couldn't remember the line. I couldn't remember the fucking line. You got with Future when you didn't see the club, bro. That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. Future started becoming the rap scene, the fucking hip hop scene for Magic City. Future, shout out Mean Gene, Team Blackout all the way. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Future was the reason why, because I feel like it went from Drake and then it went to Future. When he saw that shift, because women like her that are on the scene, that are knowing the culture, that know what the people are that are gonna fuck with, because they got to be a little ahead of the curve. You got to be a little bit ahead of the curve. She saw something in Future that she knew the people would fuck with. Eventually, yeah, they did, because you play it and people fucked with it, despite how Drake and the DJ felt when she said, fuck that, y'all running. Shout out to the women, man. Shout out to all the hardworking women. Shout out to the women that are making those decisions, man. And again, back to Not Like Us. You got with Future when you didn't see the club. When you lost that strip club momentum, you got with Future and did the What a Time to Be Alive album so you guys could go back in the club together. Let's remember, and I remember What a Time to Be Alive. That was like 2016, bro. I just like, was going to strip clubs and shit. They were playing that shit constantly. So I understand exactly what he meant by that. Damn, you just blew my mind. I was trying to think of the lyric. I just couldn't think of it. But now that I see it word for word, bar for bar, this documentary is fucking hilarious, bro. Now I'm starting to think, does Kendrick know about this situation here? Did he even know? Who's the mole? Who told Kendrick that he had a documentary coming out with Magic City? Either that or Kendrick saw this shit years ago. he probably saw like how he was, because I know when around this same time, What a Time to Be Alive came out, around the same time 21 Savage came out. That's when they did a song together as well. It's all starting to click, bro. Oh my God. Like it all just starts to hit you at once. And I start to realize, like, damn, bro, he really was using Atlanta around 2016, 2015. He really was using Atlanta for the club. 21 helped you get your lingo up. Doug made you feel like you were a slime in your head. All that shit, bro. All that shit adds up, bro. All that shit adds up. It's just crazy how there's a Magic City documentary where Drake is explaining how he needed, how Future was trying to take the momentum from him, and he wasn't liking how Future was coming out because he didn't like the repetitive style. One, doesn't know the culture, but two, when he saw that the people were clinging to Future in the club instead of Drake, he hooked up with Future so that way he could stay in the club and keep that relevance. You got with Future when you didn't see the club. It's a perfect sentence. Perfect sentence. Oh my God. Not Like Us is crazy. Not Like Us is fucking crazy, bro. Big shout outs to everybody that W Donald's in the chat, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. For the big ones, man. We're gonna keep Skrilla in there. Jay Skrilla, man. Shout out WJ Skrilla in the chat, y'all. Dodstradamus is wild, bro. Honestly. Nah, I gotta play that back because I know he said that thing, right? Because that girl was the only, and I hate to say that girl, I'm sure she has a name. Shout outs to her. But I feel like her conviction to like playing Future in the club was trying to tell people like, bro, this is the future. No pun intended.
Some next planet. Esco was telling me just stories about how he broke Future's music in Magic City.
Future pulled up to Magic City on a Monday, and I immediately start playing his records. They'll be on the microphone like, new Future, is Atlanta new artist the hottest? This is the hottest artist in Atlanta, Future.
He would sit there and be like, no, you gotta hear this one. Tony Montana. I was like, you keep saying the same shit over and over again. And I told him I was gonna don't play that shit in here no more.
I called Future, I said,
Nigga, they about to fire me.
I said, don't stop playing that motherfucking music. You keep Future going.
And next thing you know, everywhere I go, I'll keep hearing this.
Banger. And that's another thing too. It makes sense without the context of the documentary too, though. Shout out to IME. Shout out Day One. And then Lovely V said he did what Young Thug said, can't beat them. He did what Young Thug said. If you can't beat them, join them. That's exactly what they did with the country singer Morgan Wallen. Remember, they were trying to get the #1 spot. They couldn't beat Morgan Wallen, even with the fake streams and all that other shit. So they said, damn, we should just get him on the album. Tell them if we can't beat him, tell him to join us. Tell him to join us. And then we saw Drake on stage with Morgan Wallen during the summer, possibly trying to do the same thing. It happened with Future. It did happen with Future. That is for sure. Future was definitely somebody that it was happening to, bro. And Kendrick called it out. Maybe, and I've heard Glasses Malone talk about this. I don't know why I'm bringing him up a lot on the stream. I've probably just been watching him a little bit long. But shout out Glasses Malone. I heard him talk about how Drake built a very big buzz around this time as well. 2015, 2016. And I'll have to admit, like, that's around the same time where I started getting, like, wind of Drake's music because I knew he existed before then. But him being tapped in with certain artists like Future, like 21 Savage, opened the doors for people to try to, like, listen to his music because he's fucking with people that people fuck with more than him. So if I like Future, but he's doing a song with Drake, you know, now you're at the strip club listening to them both. Like, that's just what it is. But it's because he's using them. He's using them to get over. He's constantly trying to use them to keep himself relevant. He knows that as soon as they blow, I'm going to blow with them. And I'm gonna get. That's why that put you on conversation when Young Thug pissed me off, because where does that shit even come from? Apparently, this is where it comes from. But damn, yeah, that was a crazy sentence. I can't wrap my head around that, bro. That is crazy the way that shit was worded. Man, that was crazy. Everybody hit a ball, man. That shit blew my mind. 2 years ago, a friend of mine told me Alizé and Cristal blows your mind. Hold on, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. Tupac came out of me, man. My bad. Everybody hit a ball. Quick intermission. Everybody hit a ball, man. Y'all make sure y'all get the likes up. Big shout outs to everybody that donated in the chat, bro. Big shout outs to everybody that's in this bitch. Shout out to Nikki. Shout out to Jay Skrilla, man. Hey, bro. Jay Skrilla, bro. If you can see this, bro, I love you, dog. I love you from the bottom of my heart, homeboy. If I could do a backflip like Speed, I would, bro. I swear to God, I would. But I'll probably fall and break my neck. Yeah, pretty bad. Westside Nate. Westside Nate in the chat, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all pack a bowl. Y'all drink your drink. Y'all make sure y'all drink some water, too. If y'all don't smoke, if y'all don't drink, make sure y'all drink water, too, man. Make sure y'all drink water, too. I'll put this right here, y'all. Y'all clap it up for the donos. Donos, man. Everybody hit a bowl, man. I gotta get this supply. I gotta get a soundboard, man. I'm good. Hold on. Applause. Again. Y'all clap it up, man. Donos in this bitch. Let's fucking go, man. Love y'all, bro. Love y'all, man. Hit a ball real quick. So I know a lot of people have been telling me about this Chapo song. A lot of people have been telling me about this Chapo song. Now, I'm going to let y'all pick, man. We're going to put a poll up right now. Do y'all think that we should react to the DaBaby thing first or the Chapo song first? Y'all tell me. Chapo, diss track. I feel like that'll be a good intermission. And then we could end the DaBaby thing on final thoughts. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. Y'all want Chop? Fucking hate that shit, bro. All right. Let's get to this Chapo shit quick. So I already feel like the government is watching this. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me chill. Hold on. Just hit the bow and just start saying shit. Hold on. We got a Chapo. What's it called, y'all? Where'd he drop it at? What's it called? Well, whichever you do first, I don't care. What's it called though? Shot clock. Y'all make sure y'all type where y'all watching from, man. Y'all watching from home? What city y'all watching from? Y'all watching from work? Y'all tell me, bro. Make sure y'all comment in here. Everybody that's commenting, make sure y'all keep commenting. Everybody that's watching in the back, bro, if y'all could comment, tell me where y'all are watching at. Tell me what y'all are smoking on. Tell me what y'all are drinking on. Tell me if you worked today, if you didn't work today, if you prayed today, if you lived today. Was today a good day? If today's a bad day, either way, you came and watched this live stream, bro. So I fuck with you, bro. Thank you, God, bro. Thank you, bro. Swear. Chapo shot clock. All right, I found it. They got this. He got it on streaming services. Fuck, I'm gonna have to pause it a lot. I'm gonna have to pause it a lot though. Check it out. Bro, I can't find this shit. Where the fuck this shit at? Bro, who got the link for this shit? Anybody got the link for the? Can someone put it in the Discord? Hold on, let me get the Discord in here. Can someone post it in the Discord for a favor? Can someone type live moolah shot clock? Oh, so he doesn't go by Chapo. Live moolah. Oh, yeah, I found it. 145 views. About to be the 146. Let's go. I'll run the ad just because I fuck with you, Chapo. Not really. Kinda. You dissed my boy Ab, so I still feel a way about that. Not gonna lie, still feel a type of way about that. But it was all in the way of him seeing, I guess. You got nothing on that episode, Chapo, but let's hear what you had to say.
I mean, this shit got to be legendary. I'm just confused at how niggas think somebody else can do me better than me. Let's go. Watching niggas struggle, finding words as the plot deepens. Karma goes undefeated. Whole chat he-heeing. Fans begging for rap, yet every episode leave defeated. Niggas got a better chance telling Thug keep a secret. Lately you niggas tweaking. The Iceman storm.
I like that. Telling Thug to keep a secret is fucking hilarious. Fuck Thug! Put fuck Thug in the chat, y'all.
Karma goes undefeated. Whole chat he-heeing. Fans begging for rap, yet every episode leave defeated. Niggas got a better chance telling Thug keep a secret. Lately you niggas tweaking. The Iceman starting to lose his cool. Whole world see it. Explains why when the heat turned up, shit started leaking. I ain't pick a side, just decided to start speaking. Held the mirror to them, they ain't like what them niggas saying. They blame Child Blue Pest died trying to make me the reason. You niggas slowly bleeding. Hard time receiving that you niggas no longer need it. Party wash, Roy wash, Magic wash.
All right. Hold on. I gotta pause this. Now I'm starting to get into these pockets, but he said that he was never silent. He just started speaking. And I guess that, and remember, there was a segment where he did on, I believe it was on TikTok. And TikTok, he did like these whole conversations, really, about Drake and about how Iceman wasn't. He was saying that shit wasn't real either. If I'm not mistaken. Right? He was saying that they were just like throwaways or some shit like that. He did like 5 videos talking about this shit. I'll pull it up right now.
Wash, Dick Rider, Smiley, he hate the fact he's up on your side. Watch the organization die, the birds just won't fly. Fell out of top 5, now yo step a top 5. Really, guys, you goofy niggas not even gonna try. When Baka got knocked out, we thought that the nigga died. And Chubbs wouldn't crash, we blindfold him and let him drive.
Who knocked out Baka? Hold on. Who knocked out Baka? Who not? We gonna ask ChatGPT for that one, bro. Who the fuck knocked out Baka, bro? Who? Hold on. Who knocked out Baka? Who the fuck knocked out Baka, bro? Who beat Baka's ass? Whoever did, give him the key to the city, bro. We're knocking predators out, I guess. Who the fuck knocked out Baka, bro? I've never seen an article like that. I'm looking on Google. I'm looking on here. Kojo knocked out Vodka. Y'all fucking stupid, bro. Andrew, quit playing, man. Andrew, quit playing. Humanity side. Let me see. Baca got a weird case, Crody. I know. I'm saying, like, I'm glad he got knocked out, but who the fuck knocked him out, though? So it's a good night, Baca. Baca went to sleep. Holy shit. Where is this coming from? Who the fuck knocked him out? Oh, hold on. No. When did Baca get knocked out? Hold on. Drake. There was the Chris Brown situation. There was the situation at the Mark Hotel. I wonder what time he was talking about.
Fly, fell out of top 5, now your separate top 5. Really got you goofy niggas not even gon' try. When Baca got knocked out, we thought that the nigga died. And Chubbs wouldn't crash, we blindfold him and let him drive. McConan back serving fries, quitting that public swat. The rest of them decent guys, but you refuse, let them shine. Tuck your pride, we all take losses, yours we just couldn't hide. I think that nigga started catching on about Journal 5. Link with Grand Wizard, they hate on niggas, we know why. The story of the kid grew up in the burbs, only in the hood visiting relatives. Telling
that's what we're saying. Pressa using Pressa's homeboys. They ain't your friends, man. Those aren't the kids you grew up with.
And all his friends back home, you know what the ghetto is. Could tell how you peddle it. You glorify the lows through the stories your cousins told. Package it and try to sell it to us like it's your own. I'd rather be a father and a husband than die alone. And have different chicks and pics with me sleeping on their phone. Pushing 50 trying to make the kids all sing along. It's not what we really own. She slide to him too long. Chicken has to turn on one another. Who made the structure that forced me to see you as an eye when we really brothers? Talks daily with my mother. She say protect your peace, so fuck if we related, you violated the nigga peace.
Who helped write What a Time to Be Alive? It was Quentin Miller, right? What did Chapo help write for Drake? Well, was it around the same? Did he start working with him back in 2016? I'm pretty sure he's talked about it, right? But I can't remember right now.
Fuck about it. Chapo. King of the coast. Down.
Hey Siri, Baca got knocked out is funny, bro. Hey Siri, did Baca get knocked out? That's basically what I did, bro. Did he get knocked out? No, y'all. Time snaps. 2010, 2011. Damn. That was a good song, man. I fuck with it, bro. Obviously, I'm gonna fuck with it, right? But shit, yeah. Didn't disappoint. The raps were all right. They're all right. Can't beat Ab-Soul though. Just gonna say it like that. Still got Ab-Soul over Chapo, but it was a good song, bro. It was a good song. I fuck with that heavy. Really calling out the bullshit. He had talked about Baca getting knocked out. There's never been any report about Baca getting knocked out. Wow, I can't believe I haven't heard the song yet. Damn, that's fucking crazy, bro. That is fucking crazy, bro. So somebody knocked out Baca. And Chubbs didn't crash anything. So now it makes me think, when Kendrick was talking, was he talking about the same situation that Chapo was talking about now? Let's see if Chubbs really crashed some. Or is Chapo just going based off of the lyrics that Kendrick had said during the beef? Is he just playing on his words? It's something to think about. Do they both know? Do they both know the same situation? Are they aware of the same thing? Or was he just saying that to play on Chubbs, to diss Chubbs because of what Kendrick said in the song? That's a good point. I think either they both know something Similar to Baca getting knocked out and Chubbs being a pussy and not wanting to do anything, just playing back and shit. Or shit, I don't know. That shit is crazy though, bro. Never heard that story before. Never heard about Baca getting knocked out ever. I wonder who did it. I wonder where it happened. I wonder what year it was. Maybe we could find out. Could it have been the Chris Brown situation? Baca not nice. Baca too nice. That song had some tea in it. Nah, for sure. For sure. That was good, bro, because of all the things. Obviously, the Iceman bar is very big. He's dissing Iceman. He's dissing Drake. But Baca getting knocked out, that's somebody from OBO getting fucking stepped on. And they like to talk about propaganda. And they like to talk about, what do they like to talk about? The fucking crisis management teams, right? That's what they like to say. Well, how come I've never heard of this story about Baca getting knocked out? How has nobody talked about that yet? Why did they knock out Baca? Was it because of his allegations and they confronted him and beat him up over his allegations? I don't know. Now I'm starting to think, holy shit. Holy shit. Let's see what he said.
I see a lot of this popping up. So Queen says, she says, has nothing to do with having the same fans. If they both drop at the same time, Taylor would block him from going #1 on Billboard 200. She will also likely be #1 for multiple weeks. Albs doesn't, I never call that nigga Drake. Albs doesn't want to be #2. And that's his problem. When you stand by Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. That's real competition. You might pop ass with them. What legend? What?
He might have been playing on Kendrick's words. He's saying his lyrics right now.
I'm trying to think of another rapper that y'all know is still chasing Billboard and has the resume that Albs has and is still trying to chase Billboard. The clips just dropped, right? I highly doubt they were concerned with who was dropping around what time or anything like that. And at the end of this year, no matter what their album sold, their album will go down as either album of the year or one of the albums of the year. Because hip hop is not measured by these numbers metrics. Y'all keep throwing these numbers conversations, numbers. Numbers do not tell the whole story. Numbers tell a small piece of the story. Because I just said this in the comments to somebody. Because if we went by the metrics that are all like Aubrey fans want to go by, the numbers, look, he's still streaming, highest streaming, then Dolce has more monthly listeners than Eminem. So by them metrics, she's better. Nelly has sold more records than Pac, Biggie, Hove, anybody in your top 5. Nelly has outsold them. Why is Nelly not in those conversations?
These are good points when people try to bring up numbers. I've always said numbers don't matter for those exact reasons. I don't think it's a good metric to use. I don't think it's something that holds any weight when it comes to having an argument about who's the better MC. I don't think you ever could compare numbers, especially now when we hear Young Thug on Conversations talking about botting streams, the whole lawsuit. It's clearer now than ever that streaming and monthly listeners do not matter.
Ja Rule, same thing. Crazy amount of records. Why is he not ever in these conversations? Y'all think you can't become unfamous. So Albs is a pop star. He's not just some rapper. He's a pop star. He can't become unfamous the same way Justin Bieber can't be unfamous, but he could become infamous. And that's what he's becoming, infamous. Albs fans don't care. The fact they look at it like, well, as long as he's doing numbers, we're still winning. But I've known that nigga since I was 16 years old. He cares. He cares. When niggas call him a pop artist, it bothers him. He don't like that title, blood. When niggas say, yo, you took the L, he don't like that. He want to be looked at as a spitter, but most of all, he wants to be respected by the culture. He wants the culture to look at him the way we look at Hov, the way we look at Nas, the way we look at Wu-Tang, the way we look at KRS-One. That's what he wants. But no, he's Nelly, he's Ja Rule, he's Ludacris, artists that do amazing numbers. Go to some of his old footage. The nigga had a mic signed of Pusha T. I love hip hop. I grew up in hip hop. And I wouldn't buy a mic signed by Pusha T off of eBay. I'll probably just call a nigga and tell a nigga, sign my mic or something. But that's beyond the point. The numbers never tell the full story, gang. You always got to put things into context. Is Orbs in the public as much as he is for the music?
Really, really big Clips fan. Some search words led me to this guy in Virginia that supposedly had a microphone that Pusha T used during the show. It was like plastic, but it had his autograph on it.
I just thought he was crazy for spending $200 for a Pusha T microphone, was supposedly signed by Pusha T.
It was a waste of money.
Damn, even his homeboys. The guys that were there were like, bro, he's stupid for that shit. Why would you buy a microphone signed by Pusha T? And when you put in that perspective, it's like you're a fan of the shit. You buy chains, you buy microphones, you buy rings because that's like the white guy who bought the Wu-Tang album for like $2 million. I think he ended up going to jail. But he wasn't like hip hop. He was just buying it because it had value. At least he said he was a fan. I don't know. Maybe it's a bad analogy. He was a criminal at the end of the day, right? He got locked up. Don't matter. But yeah, you get the point, bro. People who buy it are because they're a fan of hip hop. It's not because they're a part of hip hop. If you're a part of hip hop, you would think it's stupid to waste money on a microphone. Bro, like we're living in the struggle, bro. We can't afford that shit. Can't afford a microphone signed by some guy supposedly on eBay. Fuck, is you crazy?
Music or for his antics right now, the suing, all of that shit. I would say it's more of the latter. You know what I mean? Like the music is not moving the needle for Orbs right now. It's all the bullshit around it. And what his PR team is trying to do is use that as fuel to put music out. Because all publicity, there's no such thing as bad publicity. You always get a shot in front of people. And hopefully if you, like T-Pain said, one more, maybe you'll get one. Hey, but when you're bracking, it's like this. I peace and love was bracking. So I see a lot of this.
Yeah, so that's a little bit of an insight of Chapo's perspective on Drake currently. But shout outs to him in that song, bro. All love to Chapo. Like I said, man, my opinion, I think Absol's holding it down. But shout outs to Chapo, man. Really do enjoy that song. Really do enjoy that record. W's for Chapo in the chat. W for Dono. Shout out Jay Skrilla. Shout out Tia. Shout out Tanya. W's Tanya in the chat. Oh, I had to put Tanya in there too. What y'all think about this, man? What y'all think about this record? Banger? Need it? Keep it? Y'all tell me. Shout out Chalk, shout out I Got Fame, shout out Nerdy, shout out Kim, shout out Nikki Lewis in the chat, man. Y'all make sure y'all get the likes up, man. Oh, real quick before I get into the baby thing, I think it's the last topic. Young Thug actually dropped a whoop-de-doo version of his song, man. And the streets are saying it's ass. Streets are saying it's ass, brother. 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 Streets are saying it's ass, brot
Today's hella right. Yeah. The trunk in the front. Today's hella right.
This one's so much better, bro. We know this one better. That shit was ass. Don't even play that shit. Sound like some old man shit. That shit sound like some old man shit.
Shot cause it's fun. I'm nearly your coochie. On top of her coochie.
Bro, that shit is ass, bro.
The trunk in the front.
Fuck no. Get that shit off the fucking airways. Hold on. This one's way better.
The Prince for the rest of our life. Whoop-de-doo.
Shout out LP for the $10 donation. WLP in the chat, y'all.
Praise me. Whoop-de-doo. 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 Chin up, head up. Whoop-de-doo. Chin up, head up. Whoop-de-doo. Fuck that. Whoop-de-doo.
One more time.
The Prince for the rest of our life. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. We go to praise me. Fuck that. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Fuck that. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Chin up, head up. Whoop-de-doo. Chin up, head up. Whoop-de-doo. Fuck that. Whoop-de-doo. The Prince for the rest of our life. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. We go to praise me. Fuck that. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Fuck that. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Chin up, head up. Whoop-de-doo. Chin up, head up. Whoop-de-doo. Fuck that. Whoop-de-doo.
Let's go, man. Hold on.
That
That one's way better, bro. Way better. Way fucking better than that dog shit that he dropped, bro. Way fucking better than that dog shit that he dropped, bro. I swear to God, man. I swear to fucking God, bro. All that shit that he's been dropping is a load of fucking barnacles, bro. Like 2 packs of ass, bro. 2 packs of fucking ass, bro. I promise you. Whoop-de-doo. Now, it's bad, bro. It's bad. The baby situation is horrendous because it's offensive. It's low class. There is no room for that type of mockery. So we're gonna pull it up right here, okay? Let me see. So there's been a video. Yeah, it's a good thing I saved this one for last because this one's probably like the most crazy context wise. There's been a video going around of this person, right? And they're in the subway or they're in the train, whatever the fuck they are. Public transportation. And randomly just attacks a person. Randomly, it just there's no real reason why he does it or he or she does it. He just does it. And the problem with the baby is this story had been going crazy. I think Charlie Kirk, who had recently passed away, one of his last tweets is about this situation. It was a very heated conversation around this video and the context within it because there was no reason to attack the person on the other side of the chair, and they just did it. They just started, $150, B. You know what I mean? Like, two. You know what I'm saying? Just happened. No one knows why. The problem with the baby is that after the situation, he decides to shoot a music video. And in the music video, he's depicting this situation.
The train. Police arrested him on the platform shortly after.
You think you can save me? Oh, you think you?
So you could see it's a music video of the same situation.
Put about
I don't really care too much about the song.
Spent a couple million
because I don't think that it's necessary to even use this as a publicity stunt. Like, who would even bring this to the table during a meeting, bro? Like, who would even bring this up in the middle of a conversation? Like, what A&R is running this? What agent do you have that would even allow you to even come up with this idea for a music video? Yeah, he used this as a
on them lawyer fees. Cause when you really stand on business, it's gonna cost some money.
Like, bro, like, and again, I haven't heard the song. I'm pausing it because, you know, I don't want to hear not that I don't want to hear the song, but the copyright and all that other shit. But I'm pretty sure. Let me see.
And I looked at shit like it was normal. It was off the muscle. When I get back and start performing, it's gonna cost you double. When I stay silent in my morals, yeah, it cost me plenty. When I'm inside her, it's like water, she gonna toss me under.
It doesn't sound like he's talking about the situation.
So where the lifeguard at? Cause I'm not trying to float away. I'm just trying to know your name every time you see him out.
Doesn't seem like he's talking about the situation at all. It doesn't seem like and that's the confusing part so far from what I'm getting. Why are you doing this music video depicting the situation when you're not even talking about the situation either? You're just showing it for what? Like a shock value? It's dehumanizing to the situation that happened to everybody. It's a horrific thing that happened, a tragic. Like, nobody wants to publicly go somewhere and then get assaulted by somebody when they're not looking. Me personally, for a really long time, bro, I've always hated somebody sitting behind me. I'd rather sit in the very back than have someone behind me. Even when I go in lines in public places, I don't even know who the person is that I'm turning my back to. So like when I wait in line, I kind of like wait like sideways. Like I've always had that issue, bro. It's something that somebody told me growing up, bro. Never turn your back on somebody that you don't know. And I've just grown like that, bro. I don't know. It's just a weird habit that I've developed. I don't like when people are behind me and I don't know them. You know what I mean? But he's just making a mockery out of the situation. You're not even talking about the scenario, the incident. You're just talking about, like, it sounds like a love song.
Act like you don't know them lames. Every time I'm leaving out, I watch out 3 of my mirrors and check the cameras before I leave the house. Make sure ain't no snakes around my land, I gotta weed them out. Better stay out my face, cause I'm a man and I'll bleed you down. A man, I wanna see you smile. A man, I wanna see you strong. A man, I wanna see you down.
See, like, there is no reason why he is depicting this scenario if you're making a love song. It's poor class, it's disgusting, it's a mockery, and I don't know who you talk to do this. I hope it's not the baby's idea, but whoever decided to film this, I don't even know why the baby never stopped this. He could have been like, what are we doing here, bro? This is stupid. I don't know what made you think that this was a good idea. Boo this man. Boo this man. Everybody booed the baby. The booty. Everybody call him the booty in the chat, y'all. The booty in the chat, y'all. Make sure y'all say the booty in the chat, y'all. It's funny that he's holding up the L because that's exactly what he took when he made this music video. It's funny how he's holding up the L because that's exactly what he took when he made this shitty ass music video. Poor class, man. Poor class, man. Tomatoes in the chat, bro. Oh. And that's what I'm saying, bro. The last time that he got into some heat like this, it was about what he said on stage about HIV, or I believe it was AIDS. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he got a lot of flack for that. This, it's like a second time where he's done something like this. And I can't tell if it's for shock value, it's for what. But this one doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't even, like, it would probably make more sense if you use the situation to talk about it and probably talk about like some type of situation in regards to the video that you're filming. But even at that, still, it would have been very, very disrespectful and disgusting to the situation, man. Honestly, unless the message was, I don't know, man. If there was a message in it, would it have been justifiable? You tell me, guys, because I just don't see this happening to where, only because it's too soon. I mean, there's a lot of conversations that people need to have. Mental, I'm not sure where this was coming from. A mental standpoint, again, this guy just did it out of nowhere. We don't know why he did it. We don't know what his motive was. So to even film something without knowing all the details and then to not even talk about it, you're already fucking up, bro. You fucked up when you started filming this shit. Like, it should have never even been a thing to do to begin with. That's what I think. Only thing I see is that it happened in the city. It's bad, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. This shit is bad, bro. What happened to that girl made me physically ill. I actually cried when I saw her, how she reacted after it happened. Probably the worst thing I ever saw online. When y'all go out in public, bro, the best thing that I could tell you is, like, if there's somebody like a shady character behind you, or if it looks like nothing is going wrong, bro, no, always keep your head on a swivel, man. Always make sure that you keep your head alert. Be alert of your surroundings. Make sure you watch who you're around, who you keep your family around, who you keep your kids around. Especially when you go on public transportation and you don't know nobody, when you go to the gas station, when you go to public places, when you go to restaurants. I've stepped out of restaurants because people start making a scene. I'm like, I ain't going to be here. Fuck that shit. Because how is it going to pop off, bro? You're going to call the cops? You're going to fight somebody? What? I'm not going to be here for any of that. People like to stay and film. I don't want to be anywhere near that shit. That shit makes me cringe. When people fight in public or when people act out, that's one thing. I don't even like that shit. The fact that you will go out your way to hurt another person out of nowhere is crazy too, but definitely poor taste. It's already a fucked up topic as it is. And you come around and you just make a mockery out of it. It's a good thing that the baby is holding an L, because I think that's exactly what he did when he made this music video. Situational awareness. I like that. Big shout outs to everybody in the chat, y'all. Big shout outs to everybody in the chat. Final thoughts, man. Yeah, everybody be careful, man. Be careful. Damn, I'm still kind of shocked at that, man. Can't believe he did that shit, bro. Shit's fucked up. I don't think you should be doing shit like that, bro. Totally unnecessary. I feel like it just like we're trapping backwards, bro. We're trapping backwards. A big shout out to everybody that's been in here, man. I appreciate everybody that took their time to stay in here and chop it up with me. Shout out LP for the $10 donation. WLP in the chat, y'all. W Taya for the $10 donation. Jay Skrilla for the $100 donation. Let's go, Skrilla. Nobody fucking with you, Skrilla, bro. You my dog, bro. I fuck with you. And W Zenas for the $50 donation. W Zenas. Everybody spam W Skrilla, W Zenas in the chat, y'all. W Taya, WLP. W Donos, W Donos, W Donos. Rosalba in the chat. W, $5, man. $5, man. W Rosalba. Hold on. Big shout outs, bro. Big shout outs. Big shout outs to everybody, man. I swear to God, bro. Big shout outs to Nikki with 2 C's. Nikki with 2 C's. W's in the chat. W Nikki in the chat, y'all. W Alex in the chat, y'all. $20 donation. I see you, Alex. I always appreciate you being around. Thank you for everybody that's tapped in. The links are in the description for the merch, bro. Get the merch. We got the merch, bro. Hold on. We got the merch, bro. We got the merch. The camera's fucked up. But yeah, I got it. Y'all get the merch, bro. W all donos, bro. Look, man. I asked people what we're going to talk about. I ended up coming up with the topics already. I already knew what I was going to already talk about. But next time, bro, I knew I was going to get the Discord on. Tomorrow, I'm going to get the Discord on. Everybody that wants to chop it up tomorrow, who wants to join the Discord, make sure y'all hit the link, bro. If y'all want to join the live stream tomorrow, Discord is in the chat. Shout out Love Pink in the chat. Shout out Lovely V in the chat. Shout out Hugo in the chat. Extremely in the chat. Everybody in this bitch, man. Regis or Rejuice in the chat. Shout out Daniel in the chat. Taya in the chat. Nikki in the chat. Quickie Sticky in the chat. Nerdy in the chat. What up? GQ in the chat. Chalk in the chat. What up? Skrilla in the chat. What up? Kim Reed in the chat. Everybody in this bitch, man. I appreciate everybody tapped in that showed up tonight. Hey, bro, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.